Well, people in Casey, South Carolina, all coming together tonight after the devastating news that police today found the body of 6-year-old Faye Swetlick.
It's certainly something that none of us wanted to hear. And tonight, we want to pay tribute to this little girl with a beautiful smile who clearly left a big impact on her community.
Most of the times, you hear her mom say, "Get what you want, and then come to the register." She always gets a pink donut.
The community spent 4 days praying that she would be found safe and alive. But this afternoon, police struggled to make the announcement that she had been killed and that a male's body was also found in that community.
Tonight, Genevieve Curtis is live in Casey. And Genevieve, no matter if they knew the child or not, people in that whole community are grieving.
Absolutely, Scott. We've talked to so many people who are just devastated by this news. And tonight there is a growing memorial for Faye outside her elementary school, Springdale Elementary. People have come to bring flowers, balloons, and teddy bears. I've seen so many people come to bring these items, but also just to hug and console one another.
This is how I've been most of the day.
Hope has turned to heartbreak in Casey.
I was really hoping that they would, find her okay. So it's very sad.
The somber news made its way through this tight-knit community.
When you're that young, you're innocent and you can't defend yourself, and God only knows what happened.
Trinity Baptist Church opened its doors to comfort and console those wondering how.
I just can't believe it happened in our community, probably more than anything else.
As this case now shifts from a missing child to a homicide investigation, investigators who hoped to bring Faye home safely are now working to bring answers to their community.
At this time, no arrests have been made. You need to know that this is a fluid investigation and that we are working diligently on it.
From the beginning, investigators concentrated on her neighborhood, saying they didn't have evidence of an abduction, and Faye was found not far from her home. We still don't know who's responsible.
May the wrath of God be against you for killing that poor child.
As the grieving has just begun,
I'm so sorry for the family.
this close community continues to pray for Faye and for her family.
Sometimes there aren't reasons or answers for things.
And again, investigators are saying there is no threat right now to the community. That pastor that we spoke to earlier said they are also praying for the first responders and the investigators who worked so tirelessly on this case, and also for the students and the teachers who have to come here to Springdale Elementary tomorrow without Faye.
Yeah,
Back to you.
this loss has a ripple effect across the entire community. I mean, it has even gone to a national story too. So a lot of people feeling that emotion tonight. Thank you, Genevieve. One thing a lot of people have been asking is why an Amber Alert was never issued in this case. And we asked that question too. Investigators tell us it's because an Amber Alert requires some specific circumstances, and those circumstances did not happen in this particular case. There must be evidence of an abduction and something that can be shared with the public, like a suspect vehicle description. Again, none of that happening here. It's still a very active investigation, though, as detectives are trying to piece together exactly what happened to this little girl. An autopsy is going to be conducted this weekend. As the investigation continues, reporter Gina Esposito will be live again tomorrow morning in Casey to continue our live coverage. It starts at 5 a.m.